remember? If you're out there and you're listening, we're all so worried about you. You did nothing wrong. We're gonna find a way out of this.
How are you doing, guys?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Congratulations on the series. It's fantastic. I loved it to bits. Awesome. The clock is ticking, so I'm going to dive straight in. So first of all, the first question is for Luke and Michiel. Obviously, your showrunner, Mark, he's always been kind of really into his special forces series and films because he worked in journalism previously, so he must have been quite a stickler when it came to kind of the warfare and kind of the whole tactics and all these kind of soldier facets now of the series. Aside from Luke, I've seen a video of you prancing around in some very tight lycra doing some workout. What else did kind of Mark ask you to do to kind of get into shape and to get into kind of fighting fit army?
Oh, I love how you put
My type
that he's a bit of a stickler for the special forces for getting the details right.
Yeah.
He is very precise about that, and I was very grateful for that, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was he's just, I mean, stickler is the wrong word. He just wants to do the best authentic job he possibly can, and his body of work is testament to that. I watched Zero Dark 30. I've watched it several times, and it's difficult to watch because it's so real. It feels painfully real as to what went on in that place. And I think what Mark brings, well, his writing always does this, but what he brought to Echo 3 is at many points in the story, it's uncomfortable, it's difficult to watch, it's painful, it's desperate, the struggle is real for these people, these two men who basically come from a world where they're the best of the best. They're elite forces, Delta Force, they can drop them anywhere in the world, and they are struggling to win this battle. They're running out of time, they're running out of opportunities or options. So you really feel, I really feel for these characters, and I think that writing is testament to Mark's ability to make this world feel as real and authentic as possible.
I can't let her die. I'm not gonna let her die.
My name is Amber Chesborough, and I'm being held against my will in Venezuela.
You want answers?
She's his wife. She's my sister. We're desperate for something.
The center of the whole series is kind of family is so important, and you do literally anything now to save your family. The fact that you were in Colombia for 10 months, pretty much straight after COVID and lockdown, and kind of being on your own, and maybe some people not even being able to see their family, or maybe thinking maybe they won't ever get to see the family again. That must have really played on your mind when you were in the series and kind of seeped into your performance, maybe.
I think so. I think coming out of that time, we all probably felt the preciousness of life, and that opportunity was something to be met with all of yourself. And I did, coming out of the pandemic and those times, I felt vulnerable, I'm sure, or certain that I was more vulnerable in a way that perhaps I wouldn't have been before those world events. But more than that, there was just so much to hold on to with the character that it was a total joy to immerse myself into a person that was so multifaceted, and and to be supported by filmmakers that didn't just accept your first, second, or third take. They said, yes, but what's your fourth idea? And it was an extraordinary role, and it was an extraordinary experience.
You better go down there. Take care of your sister.
We don't need money. This is political stuff. Don't worry about it.
My brother and my husband are in special forces.
I know how these decisions are made. They won't approve a raid. We have to get her out.
Congratulations on the series. It's fantastic. Can't wait for people to see it. And congratulations on the album, Luke. And I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.
It's very kind.
Don't fantasize about rescue. They can't find this place.
You don't know my family?